All right, little Sweet Home Alabama. Three different little licks that you can try. That's the first one. Now, let's take a look at that. The basic structure of Sweet Home Alabama is a D, what's called a C ninth chord, because I'm adding a 9 in here. You might see it as C add 9. I'm adding a 9, which is the D note on string 2, fret 3. And then I come up to a G. You notice this cap, as I tell you in class. This little cap here for this chord, which is actually the bottom of the chord. These are the bass notes. That looks the same for the C and the G. There are reasons for that we've discussed in class. And these chords are both structured the very same way, the C, the G, and the F. So that first lick, I'm going to hit string 4 open, which is a D note, twice. And then I'm going to come up to string 2 and then string 3. So I've got, then I hit string 4 again, just as a little lead note to this C, where I come up now to string 5, fret 3 with my middle finger, string 4, fret 2 with my index finger. I do the same thing. I hit the C note at string 5, fret 3 twice, and then I come up and I hit string 2 at fret 3 and string 3 open. Same as I did. That's the very same sequence that you started off with, which was, and then I bring this little cap up here to this G chord. As you know and love the G chord, with my middle finger now on string 6, fret 3, and my index finger at string 5, fret 2, I hit string 6 twice and then strum. And then I'm going to go so I'm hitting string 6 open and hammering down at string 6, fret 3, and then hitting string 5 open. And then I'm hitting string 5 again, so that would be 2 straight strikes right here, at string 5 twice. And on that second strike, I hammer on string 5, fret 2, and then string 4 open, and then string 4 again, hammering on at fret 2, and then that leads me right to this D chord with a nice D, solid D note at the bass. Which leads to the second little riff that you can throw in, which is a standard riff that you hear all the time. It's a little syncopated thing. You want to hit, I remember that from Neil Diamond that he used in I'm a Believer. And that's the second riff. It would sound like this, slowed. Etc. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But let's go to the third riff. The third one, we're going to use that little non-scalar note right here at fret 1. And we're going to go. And what I did there is I just went. Starting on string 5, fret 1, I'm just, with my middle finger, I'm just sliding that middle finger right down to fret 2, and then string 4 open, do it again. So So I do this twice. And then without fret 1, just go right to fret 2, hammer onto that. And then that leads me to the D again to start the next riff. And on and on. Playing with that G scale, that little G pentatonic scale, starting at the string 6 fret 3, you can come up with all kinds of little riffs that work for that. Another thing that you can just fool around with and have fun with for hours. So do so. Have some fun with it. We'll pick it up in class and talk about adding those same riffs working down the neck. Okay, have fun. I will see you all at the next class, and have a good weekend.